President Trump, Elon Musk. Two men who, on the surface, seem like they'd be more likely to bicker over Twitter than share a cabinet meeting. And yet, here we are. Trump, the boisterous businessman turned politician, and Musk, the tech mogul with a penchant for flamethrowers and Mars colonization, have struck up quite the fascinating, if not baffling, friendship. It's a relationship that has raised eyebrows and elicited scoffs from both sides of the political aisle. Some see it as a meeting of the minds, a collaboration of innovators. Others? Well, let's just say they might use the word terrifying. But love them or loathe them, there's no denying that the Trump-Musk alliance is a force to be reckoned with. They're a power duo with the financial resources, the technological innovation, and let's be honest, the sheer force of personality to leave a lasting impact on the world. Whether that impact will be positive or negative, well, that's a question for the ages. Their unlikely friendship, it seems, was solidified in the crucible of crisis. Following the 2024 assassination attempt on Trump, an event that shook the nation and left the president visibly shaken, Musk stepped forward, not just as a supporter, but as a friend. He became Trump's rock, his confidant, and ultimately, his Secretary of Government Efficiency, a position aptly nicknamed Doge. This wasn't just a symbolic gesture. Musk, with his characteristic zeal, poured millions into Trump's 2024 campaign, becoming the largest donor. He then dove headfirst into his new role, wielding his tech-savvy mind to streamline government processes, much to the chagrin of some career bureaucrats who suddenly found their coffee breaks being optimized. This shared experience, this brush with mortality and political upheaval, seemed to forge a bond between the two men that transcended their differences. They presented a united front, a two-man bulwark against the storms of criticism and scrutiny that inevitably followed. And the criticism was plentiful. Democrats, still reeling from Trump's re-election, saw Musk's appointment as further proof of the administration's descent into cronyism and autocracy. The media, never shy about scrutinizing the Trump administration, had a field day, churning out think pieces with titles like "The Musk-Trump Axis, a Threat to Democracy," and "Is Doge a Dog or a Disaster?" But Trump and Musk, seemingly energized by the backlash, doubled down. They held joint press conferences, gave fiery interviews on Fox News, and took to Twitter, or whatever replaced it by then, to fire back at their detractors with the subtlety of a flamethrower in a library. They accused the media of deliberately trying to sow discord between them, of manufacturing controversies to distract from their achievements. They even coined a new term for it: Trump-Musk derangement syndrome, a play on the already overused Trump derangement syndrome. So what are we to make of this cartoonishly outsized friendship, this alliance of titans? Is it a match made in heaven, a meeting of brilliant minds destined to reshape the world for the better? Or is it a dangerous liaison, a pact between two powerful men with little regard for anything but their own ambitions? Frankly, it's probably a bit of both. There's no denying that both men are capable of great things. Trump, for all his flaws, has a knack for shaking things up, for challenging the status quo. Musk, meanwhile, is a visionary, a man with the drive and the resources to turn his audacious ideas into reality. But there's also no denying that both men have a penchant for recklessness, for putting their own interests above all else. And when you combine that kind of power with that kind of disregard for consequences, well, let's just say it's a recipe for unpredictability. And this is what I think the Tywit way,